Hey everybody, and welcome to Anime for Life. Wish you a happy new year. Hope you're all enjoying that. Hope you had a happy New Year's party. I know I did. Um, but yeah, I decided to make this video because I noticed a lot of people have been making it regarding a certain someone who didn't use his brain. Um, Going by the name of Logan Paul. And I first ran across this yesterday when I when I was just browsing the the videos of YouTube, just looking for something to watch, and I noticed that one of my favorite YouTubers, the Anime Man, posted up a video blasting this guy, and I'm wondering what's wrong. Why is he blasting this guy out? And after watching the video, I can see why. This guy is known by Logan Paul, and I guess he's got another bro, Jake Paul, something like that. I don't watch them. In fact, this is the first time I'd ever heard of them. But he went to Gahabra, I think is how it's called. I can't say that fast. So forgive me, Joey, if I mispronounced that. But it's known in English as the Suicide Forest. And by its name, as you might guess, a lot of people go there who suffer from severe depression, or their life's just gone to shit or whatever, and they just can't take it anymore, and they just go there to end it all. And that's where it gets its moniker, the Suicide Forest, because hundreds and hundreds, thousands possibly, people have committed suicide there. And they even say that while on the trail, because they've got a set trail that you are supposed to take and not go off of, they even say that you may come across somebody who has recently deceased. And that brings us to the topic. Apparently, Logan, he was doing whatever he does. I guess he's some sort of vlogger, or does skits on his vlog or something like that. I don't really know. I don't really care. But he finds somebody, and he does the most disrespectful thing you could ever think to do. He goes up and he starts filming the body, and then after he does that, he posts it up on YouTube. Like, do you not understand how disrespectful that is? It's not only if you did that here in the West would that be disrespectful, but in Japan, they regard their dead as some of the most highly honored things in all of their culture. And to do that, and then not only that, when you go a little bit further in the video, like, this isn't any script. I'm just literally speaking my mind here, so sorry if I'm sounding kind of rambly here. But as you go watch the video more, he's like making jokes about it, and they're laughing, and when they aren't, it almost seems like they're forcing themselves not to. And some people will say, well, that's how they cope. That's their coping mechanism, and fine. That's fine. We all have different ways of coping. Like for me, I'll bring it to myself for a second here. I recently lost my aunt and my uncle, actually, recently, within a matter of months, within about a year ago now. And when I found out, I was just like, well, that sucked. And that was about it. That was the only emotion I felt, sorry. But I loved them with all my heart. I would help them out in a heartbeat. I loved it when they were around. I did everything I could to see them. But when I got the news, I felt stone-faced. That's just how I am. That's my coping, is to not let it bother me. Just take it and just don't dwell on it. Because if I do, I'm going to be a heaping wreck. And so who knows? Maybe that is his and his friends' coping mechanism, is to maybe just try and laugh it off. They don't mean to be disrespectful, but you know what? That's how they're taking it. And you know what? Filming it in the first place is a stupid thing to do. No matter where you are, whether you're in the West or the East or the North or the South, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. To do that anywhere is just downright disrespectful. I've done a lot of really stupid shit in my life that to this day make me cringe and say, why the fuck did I do that? But I would never be that stupid to do something like that. And as my parents always tell me, once it's on the net, it's there forever. It doesn't matter if you delete it or not, because that's apparently what he's done. He's deleted it. But you can find it. I did. I found it on Dailymotion. It's there. You go Google search it and you'll find it. Just Logan Paul Suicide Forest or anything of the like, and you'll likely find it somewhere else. That's the thing. Once it's on, it spreads like that. Especially when you're a huge YouTuber like PewDiePie or himself or whatever. Whenever you're a big YouTuber with a big following, it's not going to be like me or some of my other friends who are just like, tiny minnows in a tiny pond. We're lucky to get 3 or 4 views in a freaking month. I think my best I ever got in a month was like 100 views, something like that. My best overall I've ever gotten is about 1,500 views, and that was over like 4 years. But when you're somebody like them who's got a following and you post shit like that, which you don't realize at the time, it's no big deal, you suddenly get a backlash, and now because of your following, it's spread. You can't just say like, okay, it's deleted from my YouTube or MySpace or Facebook or whatever, and it's now done. It's forgotten. No worries. It's taking... No. Every action has a consequence, and now you may have just originally posted it on YouTube, but now it's on Facebook, Dailymotion, it's on freaking Twitter, it's on Twitch, it's on whatever. It spreads like a fucking virus. So even though you think you've only got it on one place, now it's everywhere. And he even states, and some of the other people called him out on this, he states in the thing that he hopes that no kids would watch it. He doesn't want anyone being offended, or, good luck with that one, how will that work out, or disturbed or anything like that. But who the hell do you think watches your channel? Most of them are probably within the ages of 10 to 15. I'm sure you got a lot my age who are, in their 20s, but I'll bet you a hell of a lot more are kids in their preteens to teen era. So you're going to be seeing you're going to have a lot of kids seeing that shit that you just pulled. And like Anime Man, he was just absolutely furious. I could tell that if Jake Paul was in the room with him right now, they would be taking Joey out in handcuffs. See, like, they'd probably have a new body to be taken care of. Like, he was absolutely furious. I went over to Gaijin, and that's actually one of the ones that most pissed me off, because Gaijin, his full name's Gaijin Goomba, and he's pretty cool. He's like, if you want to know about Japan and history and things like that, go to him. Like, that's literally his job. And that's also what pisses me off, because he spent 17 years making it his missions to break off the stereotypes of the West and Japan. He even stated that he went to a restaurant one time and was refused service because he was white. Because how could a white man know the culture and the traditions and the ways of Japanese people? That's not possible. He's white. He's from the West. They're stupid. They don't know anything. Even though he did, because he educated himself. But so many people go over with this stigma that Japan is this, and that's totally fine because they watch it in anime, which is funny coming from someone who's huge anime and the fucking anime wall art and shit in the background there. but they think Japan is totally this, and so they just do that, and they don't do any research, they don't do any cultural learning or anything, and they just go, and they make themselves look like an ass. Like in Japan, the simple way you put your chopsticks down means a huge, huge thing. Like if I remember right, if you put them straight up, and don't quote me on this because it's been a while, but I think if you put them straight up in your dish in your food, you're getting a fuckload of trouble for that because you're supposed to only do that at funerals or something. And if you put them on the side, you're finished or something like that. And there's just with your food alone, there's like 20 different meanings just for the position of your chopsticks. And he was refused service just because he was from the West, and they figured because of all these people not educating themselves that, you know, he'd be just like all the rest. But he's been trying his ass off to get these ties mended, and he actually said that he was part of a host family and actually managed to get their hoen, I believe is what he called it. There's two terms, hoen and tateme, I believe is what they were. I'm not good at my Japanese at all. I can speak a little bit, but not very well. But the fact of the matter is he basically got them to say their true names, because they have something that they normally go by and what they go by just with really, really close friends, if I'm understanding the situation correctly. Because the way it was kind of described was a little confusing. But anyway, he basically said it was very, 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 very hard for him to do what he did. And he was making all this progress, showing that not all people from the West are like this, are not idiots. And then you have people like Logan here come around and blow that all to hell. 17 years worth of work gone. Like, make him think, oh, you know, maybe this guy's right. Maybe we did have maybe a bad view that wasn't completely warranted on the people from the West. Or maybe they aren't so bad. And then here comes this guy and like, oh, no, spoke too soon. They are all idiots. And he's now ruined so much progress. And not just for Gaijin, but for, as he himself stated, anyone who just wants to go, whether it to be visit or especially to live or teach, he's now just made that hurdle to get across like 1,000 feet higher because of his stupid pranks and because of him not listening or frickin' using his brain. Like, when you come across something like that, you turn the camera off, you go find somebody and tell them, like, hey, we think somebody's just, you know, committed suicide. They're over here. We don't want to film it. We don't want to get involved. We just figured, you know, we'd tell somebody so you can call 911 or whatever is 911 in Japan, so you can take care of this. That's how he should have gone about it. Not film the fucking thing. Like, if I came in, murdered your family, and then tied you up and made you watch, how would you feel? Probably be pretty pissed off, wouldn't you? Be like, oh, yeah, whatever. You wouldn't just sit there. You'd be wanting to kill me, wouldn't you? Well, that's what these people who just watch this video are feeling right now. Like, it's the new year. People are wanting to start with a fresh slate. They want to just forget everything bad that happened in 2017 and just start completely fresh. And this is how you open it. This is how you open it to the family that just lost their son or daughter. By showing them dead on frickin' YouTube, a mass social media website, because you just wanted your views. Like, you know, I know he probably does this for a career, and that is his way of income and living. But you know what? That's why you choose your jobs. I've looked within the past few hours, and tons of people have been making this. Philip DeFranco, Anime Man, obviously he was first. Gaijin. You got Lost Pause. He just put one up. That really surprised me. And you know what? He was almost in tears doing that video, responding to it. Like he was literally like barely holding back tears. And a bunch of other well-named ones that I can't really remember the names of at the moment because I only glance through them every now and then. But everywhere I'm going, I'm seeing videos up on this guy. Yeah, PewDiePie. PewDiePie just did it. I just finished watching a video of him doing it, and even he's saying, like, what the hell, man? You know, when you got the king of YouTube looking at you like you're an idiot, that's saying something. But I hope that he learns from his mistake, and honestly, I don't think Japan is ever going to let him back in the country. I don't think they should. I think they're justified in banning him. He doesn't deserve their respect after what he's done. He should have thought about it beforehand. But what's done is done. You can't take back what you did, no matter how much you apologize. But I hope he learns from what he did, and hopefully everyone can move forward. I really hope the best for his, or not his family. Well, I hope the best for his family. I hope his family goes alive and well. I don't need to hate his family, but the deceased's family, I wish them the best. And I hope that they can get through this hard time quickly and as easily as possible. Because nobody needs to, or shouldn't have had to start the new year like that. So I really wish them all the best and give them my condolences. Even though I'm completely from a different country, all the way around on the opposite end of the world, I still want them to know that. And I hope that Logan really starts using his head from now on, because that was a really stupid thing to do. And I can almost guarantee that if I was there and I saw him doing that, I probably would have laid his ass out. I'll say it right now. I'm not a violent person, but that is just one of the most disrespectful, blatant disregard for human life possible that you could do. Even if you didn't like the person, you don't do that. It doesn't matter if you're desperate for views. That is one thing that you don't do. You don't cross that line. And he did it. So I'm just going to end it and say, you know what, Logan? You fucked up, and you should be ashamed for what you did. And whatever backlash comes from this, you deserve. And there's no way to try and justify what you did. You just simply didn't use your head. And I hope you learn from this experience, and it never happens again. But you know what? All I can do is say that. I can't force you to do anything. So I'll just say I wish you all a Happy New Year. I hope nobody else has dealt with any tragedies. I especially wish and express my condolences to the family of the deceased, wherever they may be. But yeah, that was just my little thoughts on the matter. I think he should have thought a lot more before he did what he did. So I'll just leave it at that for now. But until then, keep enjoying anime, and anime for life.